I promised that I would try my best to reach out and help someone instead of just always being about me.
I promised my family that I would graduate college and have a successful career.
I promised to change the world.
The Pittsburgh Promise actually came about as the result of a group of forward-looking leaders in the community looking at a challenge. And the challenge was how to preserve the strengths of our city at the core of our region, and how to preserve the school system that's essential to the survival of the city.
Each one of our kids has limitless potential. You know, the motto, the slogan for the Pittsburgh Promise is dream big, work hard. And in order to realize that amazing potential that lies within every one of our children, I want to do everything I can to remove any obstacle I can so that there are no barriers in the way.
Here in Pittsburgh, we're making a promise to you. A promise that we are here to help you fulfill your dreams.
I always wanted to go to college and hopefully be like the first person in my family generation to go.
This economy is relentlessly cruel to undereducated people. In the olden days, when you didn't get a high school degree that meant much, didn't go on to college, you could get a job in manufacturing, make good wages, health benefits, bring up a family. Those jobs are gone, they're not coming back. So now it's far more incumbent upon us to educate kids to a much higher standard than before. Literally, their economic future depends on it.
I want to give the best opportunities to my children, and I see it more available in the city and the city schools. I could say that the Pittsburgh Promise definitely eases the burden on the part of the parents.
The young kids of this city now have hope. Kids that would have never thought about going to college will have the opportunity to do so, and so at an early age now they'll think about their future, what they can be and what they can become.
Well, the Promise is really two programs in one program. One is to raise the aspirations and expectations for the kids who are privileged to serve in the Pittsburgh Public Schools. We want them to, as the slogan says, dream big and work hard. The other thing the Promise is meant to do is entice people to look at the city. And living in Pittsburgh and having their kids attend the Pittsburgh Public Schools, that's a very important piece of it as well.
Education is the great equalizer. When you think about the opportunity that a scholarship can provide to a student, it can change a student's life.
This is one of the most important times in your life. What you choose to do over the next year and the choices you make are hugely important in who you will become.
I think there's also significant upside if you think about a parent who has multiple children who would choose to move to Pittsburgh. And if I have one child or two children or three children, and you multiply the opportunity from a financial perspective, it could also be an incentive for many parents and families to consider Pittsburgh because of the Promise.
The Pittsburgh Promise was very important to my family because there are three of us and we are all going to college at the same time. Me getting this scholarship really helps my family afford letting each of us do what we want to do.
We're going to see people digging deep to contribute to something that they see as a rare opportunity to do a big thing.
My family had an economical strain, so the Promise basically covered the financial differences, and it basically helped me attend college and fulfill my dream.
The Massey Charitable Trust has great confidence in the abilities of the students of the Pittsburgh Public Schools.
Being a senior, I feel that I have to really step it up now in order to be prepared for college.
And this type of approach is already showing results in Kalamazoo with the Kalamazoo Promise. Companies have located to Kalamazoo as a result of their similar program.
If Pittsburgh has any chance at a bright and hopeful future, it's going to be because our kids begin to view themselves as that promise that will one day be delivered.
I want to go on to get a dual degree in kinesiology, which is sports medicine, and in finance, because Longer down the road, I want to have a degree in pharmacy so I can open up a pharmaceutical company that caters towards poverty-stricken areas.
Who will you be in the future? Will college help you? Absolutely. Will learning a trade help you? Absolutely.
It's important for me to be a role model to my younger brothers because I'm the first in my family to go to college.
It is an understatement to say what a scholarship can do to change a student's life. I think sometimes when people see an adult and they see what they've accomplished, they never know the journey that a student had to take to get to where they are.
As the first recipients of the Pittsburgh Promise, the entire city of Pittsburgh will be watching us, eager to see the promise fulfilled and the role we will play in this city and around the world.
The Pittsburgh Promise is the child. The child is Pittsburgh's promise.
I don't think that a lot of students would be able to go to college without the Pittsburgh Promise.
And I would just say thank you, because you are investing in another child's life.
If I can help one person and that person can help another person, or if I could just help and save the whole world, then that would mean a lot to me.
We can do something absolutely transformative for the region and for the city and for our kids.
But promise me that you will work hard and give the promise your best efforts.
I promise the Pittsburgh Promise that I won't waste the money or let them down and finish the 4 years of school.
I promise to do whatever it is I can to make sure that the students of the public school district are
I promise that I will continue to be there for any student in my neighborhood or my
I promise that we will work hard every day to make the Pittsburgh Public Schools an increasingly effective school
I, as a parent, promise to encourage other children. And
we promise to encourage other foundations and corporations and individuals to support the Pittsburgh Promise.
I promise that I'm going to go to college and try my best and finish college with a degree.
I promise to be at the top of my game and to be at the top of my class before I graduate.
I promise.
We promise to work as hard as we possibly can to deliver on the community's ability to dream big